There's a significant eruption at the Lewotobi Laki Laki volcano in Indonesia. A strong eruption occurred at the Lewotobi Laki Laki volcano. Sent an ash cloud approximately 30,000 feet up in the air. That's 9 kilometers. So aviation color code was raised from orange to red. That tells us something. And the Center for Volcanology and Geological Hazard Mitigation in Indonesia maintains the alert level of the volcano at 3. Residents and visitors are advised to avoid activities within a almost 4-mile radius, 6 kilometers off the volcano's summit. In the recent months, that volcano, and I have reported about this, has been exhibiting continuous activity. I hope you remember. If you didn't, you have to subscribe to my channel, or at least click the notification bell if you have already subscribed, that you know about all of this, what is going on. It had a significant eruption on March 20th that has sent ash plumes up in the air even higher, 53,000 feet. That's 16.2 kilometers. And it basically makes boof all the time between April 18th and now there were 110 recorded eruptions. So this guy is really crazy. And it's a special volcano. The Lewotobi volcano is a twin volcano. It's located in the southeastern part of the island of Flores in Indonesia. And why is it so special, guys? Because it has 2 peaks, one female and a male. So the Lewotobi Laki Laki is the male, and the Lewotobi Perempuan is the female Lewotobi. They're both stratovolcanoes, but the more active one is the Lewotobi Laki Laki. That's basically 1.3 miles, that's 2.1 kilometers northwest of the taller female volcano, the Perempuan. So the elevation of the female part is 5,587 feet, that's 1,703 meters, and Lewotobi Laki Laki is 1,584 meters, that's 5,197 feet. So pictures are stunning, as you can see. It has erupted. Again, the eruption sent the ash very, very high. Thousands of people had to be evacuated. They had to leave their home. Air travel was disrupted, with at least 7 international flights from Bali that had to be canceled. The volcano has been active recently, and it poses really risks to nearby areas and of course to global flights. You don't want the ash in your engines. It fries them. Especially this eruption has caused significant concern for the local population and the communities, and the authorities are working to ensure, or trying to ensure, the safety of the residents. Emergency services are on high alert to manage the situation. The ash clouds have affected, of course, the visibility and the air quality, and it makes it difficult for people to breathe and to travel safely, especially for older people or people that have respiratory problems. This is an absolute disaster. And the eruption's impact on aviation this time is really notable. The airlines have been advised to completely avoid the area due to these massive ash clouds, and this has led to flight cancellations, to flight delays, has affected passengers worldwide. This one volcano, it's causing havoc, and the aviation is of course taking precautions to ensure safety. So better safe than sorry. Just do not fly near that thing. And the residents that live near Mount Lewotobi are advised to stay indoors and wear masks if they need to go outside, because this ash, it's thick, it can cause health problems. And thankfully, because people are poor in this area, the authorities are distributing masks and other protective gear for the residents. Of course, as always, the officials tell us that the volcano is being monitored by experts. They're studying its eruption patterns to predict future eruptions and the magnitude of the eruptions. So it helps planning evacuations and, of course, to minimize the risks that are involved with this super active volcano. And the scientists are using technology to gather data and improve safety measures, of course, because Mount Lewotobi is one of the many active volcanoes in Indonesia, unfortunately, Pacific Ring of Fire. The country's part of this, and it's therefore known for its frequent volcanic activity and earthquakes that come with it, tectonic forces, volcanic forces. So that's why it is so important for residents in this area and authorities to be prepared for such events like this that is just happening right now. And you see the pictures behind me. So right now the efforts are ongoing to educate communities about these volcanic hazards so that they really give them a kick to prepare better. And this is all over the world. This is needed at Campi Flegrei, but also in Greece, on the islands. There's awareness campaigns to aim to teach people how to respond during these eruptions. Just do not breathe that toxic air. But also this includes evacuation procedures and understanding warning signs. It seems despite the fact that they're living with such an active monster, there's still a lack of education how dangerous this can be. And thankfully right now, and I think they need it, international support has been offered to help Indonesia manage the crisis. It is a crisis. The countries are providing resources and also expertise to aid in relief efforts for all these displaced people. And for that, I think collaboration is the key in addressing challenges that are posed by natural disasters. So there's experts that might know better from other countries. So it's good not to be too proud to ask for help. And especially that Lewotobi volcano is known for its explosive eruptions that of course produce ashfall and pyroclastic flows. And if you're too close, this can be very, very dangerous because you cannot outrun these explosive eruptions that where like volcanic matter and rocks are being shot through the air. You can't outrun this, so you have to stay away and remain in the safety circle, so to speak. The populated areas nearby include settlements, for example, in East Florence Regency with the town of Larantuka. That's only 25 miles, roughly 40 kilometers to the northeast. And that's, of course, presenting risk to the residents if there's really an intense eruption and prevailing winds. It always depends where's the wind coming from, where is it blowing most of the ash particles. For Indonesia, there's 270 million people that live in Indonesia that are being, I say, bothered with frequent seismic activity, large earthquakes, tsunami risks, and these volcanoes. That comes with the Pacific Ring of Fire. And it's the same thing on the West Coast in the US and Canada, Pacific Ring of Fire, tectonic earthquakes, but also volcanoes exactly along that border. And they also have a super volcano, Toba. The Toba volcano, thankfully, is not erupting, but that's a super volcano in Sumatra in Indonesia, and it's famous for its massive eruption roughly 74,000 years ago. And this eruption is one of the largest eruptions in human history. It's believed to have caused significant global impacts, including a volcanic winter and near extinction events for early humans. That's how bad things can get. So I hope you liked the pictures. I hope you liked the information. If you did, please leave this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, I have a buymeacoffee.com/silky site. You can buy me coffees there. I support my farm animals with the coffees. And of course, I buy myself coffee, so that keep me going to do all these videos for you guys. So it's greatly appreciated. I have to thank you so much for the ones that are doing this. For all my channel members, I value you guys so much that you're supporting the channel with a membership. If you want to become a member, get behind the scenes videos for that. Click the join button or the link in the description. Everything is in the link in the descriptions. And thanks guys for sending me the supers here on YouTube. It really makes a difference for a small channel like me. So I can't thank you guys enough for doing that. And I hope I see you in the next video. And in the meantime, check out the videos in the end screen. I have a very interesting video and you have to watch it several times, and you really have to watch in every corner because there's so much happening in this picture. A video of the Myanmar 7.7 earthquake, how the earth gets displaced. So if a road leaks like this, all of a sudden this is what the road is, and you see pictures. But there's this video that surfaced, it's amazing, and again you have to watch it several times, and it reveals the forces, and it seems to be the first time that something like this is caught on camera, guys. Video in the end screen here. I see you soon. Bye.